Hi, lovelies. Hands up if you found yourself stuck in the milk debate, confused at terms like A1, A2, organic, grass-fed, lactose-free, wondering if it's a chemistry exam or just breakfast. Before you give store-bought milk to your children, you need to hear this. I'm Hala, founder of Dietapplements. I recently spoke to nutritional therapist Annie Gill about milk in my podcast, The Visionary with Hala Ali, and this is what she had to say.
I have A2 dairy though, so A2
dairy
versus A1.
Okay, what is the difference?
So A1 is like mass-produced factory, cattle that's just pumped for milk on a very large scale, versus dairy that's maybe living out in the grassy fields and is just eating normal, not just eating grain that's been potentially modified with other various antibiotics and whatnot, and then is milked.
This conversation led me down the rabbit hole of A1 and A2 milk. What are they? It all starts with something called beta-casein. That's one of the proteins in cow's milk. The two most common beta-caseins are A1 and A2. Holstein cows, these are the black and white cows we have here in Europe and the US, mostly produce A1 milk. That's the mainstream milk we have at the supermarket. Jersey cows are more likely to produce A2 milk. Now, where is the problem? Some studies suggest that A1 milk, the supermarket milk, break down in the gut into a peptide called BCM7, and that peptide may contribute to digestive discomfort and inflammation. Now, A2 milk produces little to no BCM7 during digestion. So if you feel bloated with regular milk, you might find that A2 is easier to digest. But before you run off to buy A2 milk, here is reality. It's very, very hard to find it in supermarkets here in the UK. You won't usually see A1 or A2 written on the label. You will find A2 milk online twice the price of regular A1 milk. That's not ideal. If you're buying for a family of 4 or 5, you've got a million things to pay for other than milk, right? So the biggest focus here should be totally different factor. My advice, go for grass-fed or organic milk. What is the difference here? That's a bit tricky. Cows can't graze on grass all year. There simply isn't enough grass in winter, so most grass-fed cows are only fed on pasture part of the year. And in winter, they are given silage, which is preserved grass or even grains to keep up milk production. When you see grass-fed on the label, it usually means part-time pasture, not 365 days a year of green meadows. Now, grass-fed cows can be certified organic only if the pasture is organically maintained. And when you say organic, it means that the cows are fed an organic diet, usually a mix of forage and grains, but with no pesticides, no GMOs, no antibiotics. So not all grass-fed milk is organic, and not all organic milk is 100% grass-fed. Now, which milk to drink with your coffee exactly? Go for organic. It is the cleanest option. It costs a little more, yes, but you're avoiding all the hidden nasties in regular milk. Now, what about the regular supermarket milk, mostly A1? This milk comes from cows raised on intensive farms, fed high-calorie grains to boost milk production. It may also carry pesticides. Now, if you ask me if I drink milk, I don't. I follow a keto diet and milk is full of sugar. If I want to eat sweet stuff, I would go for food rich in nutrients like carrots, like kiwis, sweet potatoes. But I do understand that you might want to add it to your coffee, you might want to bake with it or hydrate the children. In that case, go for organic. Now, let me know in the comments, have you tried A2 milk? Was it easier on your tummy? We have a raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with a mother here, with turmeric, ginger, black pepper, biocultures, a wide variety of vitamins and minerals to support your gut microbiome. It can be useful for gas, reflux, and bloating. Now, if you found this video helpful, please click that lovely milky subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. I have a little spark of news to share, please, with you all. We've just launched a brand new podcast. I know, everyone has one these days, but this one is closest to my heart. It's called The Visionary with Hala. It's a warm, thoughtful space where I host conversations with some truly wonderful doctors and health professionals. Together, we explore everything from nutrition and bones to DNA testing, sexuality, skin health, sports, lifestyle medicine, and so much more. If any of that sounds like your cup of tea, we'd love your support. The link is in the description. Just one little click on that lovely subscribe button, please. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.